Hopefully they got her. They learned her name pretty fast. Donya Wells.
Okay, I'll keep it
Never
in
heard of her
mind.
myself.
Me neither until she robbed me.
Goddamn peckerhead she is. That's what she
Yes,
is.
she is. Si, senor. I couldn't agree more. There's Chucky.
Chucky.
I'll take some of the cigarettes off.
Long time no see.
Share it with your friends if you'd like. I have
Oh,
some
of
from
course.
like the east and some from the west.
I'll take the ones from the west.
Scare the hell out of me.
What's that look for?
Where did you come from?
What you mean?
I'm just
Is that Myrtle?
surprised.
Yeah,
Murder, you scared me.
Well, I was sending you a telegram
Sorry.
saying
I
I was
didn't
coming
see
out
you.
this way a few times.
I'm here.
Well,
I'm glad
I'll tell
you're
you
here.
what. I've been out in the
I do have some cigarettes by
dang-gum
chance.
desert, and
I know,
well,
but I could check.
Of course you want
You
some
know.
cigarettes by chance. Myrtle, come here.
Yeah, that sounds like a hard way to send a telegram with you up in the desert cooking.
5 cigarettes from each of you.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's good to
What-
see you
what
again, that's for
kind?
sure.
One's from the west.
yeah.
You want to get
I'm
a
sur-
drink?
Highlanders.
Why the hell not? I'll get you a drink.
Wait, what? What
If you're buying, I ain't saying no then, that's for sure.
Somebody, you know, they were just handed to me.
Yeah.
I haven't had a cigarette.
I've been learning a thing or two about drinks too.
Yeah, I remember last we talked, you just started. Before that, you ain't ever touched the shit.
Yeah, pretty much. And now, I'm drinking every day.
Well, that's healthy for you. That's good for you. Makes you strong. Makes you brave. Makes you
It takes
brave
the
when you
edge
shoot 'em
off.
be. That's for sure.
Yeah.
There's one
What can I
time
get
I
you,
was so
old man?
goddamn pissed drunk with 5 guns in my face, and I was still trying to fight all them son bitches. Ain't thinking twice about if I could die or not.
I'm gonna get you a scotch. You deserve it.
Well, ain't that fancy.
Yeah. You want it over the rocks?
What's that mean?
We have ice from up in Coulter.
How the hell you get ice down here? It's hot.
Well, we have ice boxes that we carry the ice down from the Dangum Mountain to get it down here.
Well, hell,
Keeps it cold.
sounds like Armadillo's become a real goddamn fancy place now.
Well, we're trying anyway. We're trying to make it what it is.
Hey, I have it on the ice. On the rocks, as you say. So, you ever learn a game called Bitcoin, by any chance?
Oh, yeah, I do actually. You want to play a little game?
I'll play a little bit. So far, I'm on a goddamn winning streak.
All right then, you're on. I'll play Bitcoin with you.
All right, you ready?
But there's got to be stakes to it.
$50.
$50 it is.
All right,
All right, one coin, or you want a best out of 5?
one coin.
Best out of 3.
The way Frank
One
taught
coin.
me, one coin. Yep.
Fine, $50 it is. And which is the loser? Who's the winner? How does that work?
So when you toss the coin, because it bent in your mouth, you're the loser. And you flip it in the
All right.
air, it's yours. Every time we get the same coin, we go up by 5.
All right, sounds good to me.
All right, you ready? 3, 2,
3, 2,
Alright.
1.
Bitcoin.
Fight.
Gotta tell you, I've been real lucky lately.
Ah!
Can't do it.
The hell are you doing?
Ah, my first loss in a while. Ah,
You owe me $50. Well, at the very least, that at least your scotch is free.
So, business out east from me. Chucky been going real good for a bit. Besides going to prison for a small stint. The reason I come out this way is because I'm trying to look for friends now to ride it for me. Most times I'll rob several people, 8 people, 10 people by myself, get all the money. There's that one guy on occasion gets lucky. A wolf rides up, scares me up my horse. I get shot while I'm down. Or another fella comes blaring down a goddamn road of carriage, hits me off my horse, and I'm knocked unconscious. Next thing I wake up is in the sheriff's office. Like they getting lucky that way. Peckerheads.
By the way, Myrtle, this guy taught me everything I know about highway robbery.
Oh,
Yeah, I did. Yep.
okay. Well, I'm learning. Slowly.
I was actually just with her today. We're riding around together in the east, robbing out folk out east.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, I recently lost my guns to a botched job. I had them where I wanted, but another rider came up. You know, local, pissed off, pulled a gun. I had to drop him, but in the process, he shot me off my horse because he had a goddamn shotgun assault rocks. And the fellers took what I had, they robbed me instead. I guess that's what I get sometimes, but in the end, it wasn't all bad. They ended up being friends, I guess. Business people that I know. Didn't know who they was before, but they ain't say who they was last time, so that's why they got robbed. But if they said who they was this time, if it went my way, they would have gone on out without me pestering them. But instead, it went their way. And they're holding on to my gun, they say, until we do business again. Which pisses me off a bit.
So, what's all this about shooting at deputies?
Now, how did you hear that?
Well, you told me in the telegram there, fella.
That's right, I remember. I think I was drinking that night. So I was riding out past the east towards Rhodes. You know, my regular spots on the roads where you used to rob. Some fella goes blaring by in a wagon. My go-to right there, you know as it is. I get to him, it's a lawman from Rhodes. I get on him quick and I say, you draw that gun, son of a bitch, I'm gonna shoot you. I let him know real loud and clear without telling. I had my gun on him for a long time. And he sits there going back and forth, pacing, thinking. He's got cover behind that wagon a bit. He's thinking about it. Draws. I shoot him down right there, son of a bitch. Stupid son of a bitch. Some fella named Todd or something. Tom, I think it was. And so I picked him up, stuffed his ball holes with his sleeves, take him out to a gravesite I found that had been dug. Put him in there. He wakes up and I says, go 2 ways. I think you can get back to town alive, maybe. Or you might die in 2 weeks from your wounds. I can do you a favor right now. I can shoot you dead, leave you in an already pre-digged grave, or I can help you out, take what you have, send you on your way. So I help him up. I make sure he ain't bleeding out, best I can, because I ain't no goddamn doctor, I is. Ain't one, not so what. Goddamn, I'm twisting my words there again. Ain't no damn doctor is what I'm trying to say. So I patch him up. I handcuff him with his own damn handcuffs, pull him back my horse. Right halfway there, I says, know what, son of a bitch? You get to walk the rest way, the roads. I ain't trying to get caught by your friends, just in case. The son of a bitch with holes in him walks all the way back, and that's the last I know about the son of a bitch. He might be dead for all I know at this point. But I find it funny out there, kid. I'm thinking to myself, I get up on all these people, right? I got my gun drawn there first. I'm hollering loud, trying to make sure they hears that I'm coming. Half of them think I'm in the damn law for some reason, right?
What?
Yeah, for some damn reason they think I'm the law. Because I'm pulling them over on a damn carriage or something, like I'm trying to inspect their goods. And I says, I'm inspecting your goods for my own personal gain. But, yeah, everyone wants to draw me these days. I shot down probably several some bitches last week. One got me finally, the 8th. But hell, everyone's drawing guns these days. Maybe I made a reputation out there by Animal Ranch for what I've been doing.
I wouldn't be surprised. Then again, apparently there was some fellas riding around in pig masks earlier today. So keep that in mind. They're riding around the same area you are.
Well, I can find new spots.
Oh, we got a story for you. You ready for this?
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right, so we just get done. We don't really have a very eventful day, and we do manage to get a Schofield off somebody. So we decided to ride down to Blackwater. Sure enough, there's 2 ladies dressed up with masks on, never robbed a day in their life, one of them, and they shot a fella dead in the water.
As
And
you're coming around the corner, they were just gunning him down like a dog.
Yeah. We turned to the corner, and then we just hear bang, 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 and they pulled their pistols out and shot this fella dead in the water, and he's freaking dying because his lungs are filling with with water. He's drowning. We take him to the medical office, drop his ass off, and we hightail it out of there because we don't want to be hanging around with law dogs around anytime soon. It's too risky, so we skedaddle out of there. But before we do that, though, there's another fella that gets dropped off in the same damn office, shot, because he got robbed, and he's like, I got robbed by people in pig masks.
At
So-
Wallace Station.
By Wallace Station, so keep that in mind.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy.
No, my charm. Maybe if they come rob me right now, I ain't got shit on me. If they say, hey, I'll be an extra might help you folks out. Make a little bit of extra money, extra security there, you know? I won't get you out. I do what she does. Hell, they might even take me up on it. Most folks do. Not all the time, but most. But yeah.
Well, good to know. I'm glad to see you're still up and around kicking when you're not drinking.
You see, yeah. You know what? This reminds me of my time in Cisco there. They left me in there longer because of bad behavior, pissing off people. So they lost my paperwork for a bit. You know what they like to do to me for a bit? Because I'm a peckerhead. Middle of the night, guards come in, kick the shit out of me in my cell. Bullshit. So,
Huh. Well, trust me, I know how they are, so I just tend to be on their good side. A yes, sir, no, ma'am.
yeah, I try that. And they piss me off. Now I take a guard. That makes sense, I guess, because I did tackle the guards. Ain't like
Well-
regular jail.
Yeah, it ain't like regular jail, that's for sure.
Well, what I was saying though, next time you go riding, send me a letter. God as hell no, I could use some money, some action. It's nice when I have some people to work with that I know. 'Cause every so often I find a guy out on the road, right? And I figure out he's like-minded. So I ride with him, but I know who he is and what his problems is, right? Next thing I know, I'm involved in some other goddamn feller's drama. I'm sitting here like, son bitch, I'm just trying to rob folks. I ain't trying to help you cover up a goddamn murder that you committed against another gang. Peckerhead.
Son of a bitch, I just try to rob people. That's pretty funny, man. That's funny.
Yeah.
You crack me up.
It's because I'm a
But
funny
you're
guy.
right.
That's why.
You're right. Yeah, you're a funny guy. Well, you know, you're right about that. People drag each other down all the time. It's just how it is, you know? It's unfortunate.
Yep.
Always dragged down with somebody else's drama.
But yeah, next time you go riding out there, send me a telegram. Let me know.
We'll see. It's more her deal, by the way. She's, yeah, go ahead, Myrtle. Tell him.
It's just a thing we're putting together here.
Well, if you want to learn a thing or two from me, I can teach you something. For sure. I know the routes people take. I know the jobs people do out there. I know what roads the law patrol on. I know a lot of things out there because I sit out there on the side of a cliffside all day long trying to find some bitch. Sometimes I get several. Sometimes I get two. Chucky knows how it is. But I see things. I watch people ride through. I watch lawmen do their thing. They ain't never seen me.
Yeah, I might check you up on that.
I've been doing it as long as I can remember, I guess. Except for when I'm doing other work, that is.
She knows.
How much does you know?
Well,
Enough.
she knows about. She even knows about me.
It's about you, what you used to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So you know about me then.
yeah.
All right. Well, if you feel comfortable enough to tell her, Chucky, then I trust you. You ain't a dumb son of a bitch, that's for sure. If you was, I would have killed you.
I know. I'm not a snitch.
You ain't. That's why I like you. You got integrity.
You don't gotta worry about me.
I trust him. Besides, you out west, they know what happens to snitches and shit. I told this feller once. don't do something. You do that thing I told you ain't gonna do. Guy goes and does it, right? So I have to teach you something, bitch. I told him ahead of time. If I find out you does what I told you not to do, I'm gonna drag you behind my horse for a half mile. There I am sitting on the damn porch. The feller walks into the law office. And I say, some bitch, where the hell does this guy think he is? So he comes out, I tell him out of town, I follow him a good distance, and I catch up to him. The look on the son of a bitch's face. And I says, hi, remember me? And he's immediately like, oh shit. He's trying to play off cool like he ain't doing nothing. And I says, I saw you walk in there. I seen what you did, and I made you a damn promise. So I followed up. I tied him to the rope, and I dragged him. Poor son of a bitch hit his head on a rock. Still alive, but he ain't the same, that's for sure. But I think he learned his lesson then.
Yeah, and it's also not the first time he's done that.
I need to check on something. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. So how you doing out here, Chucky?
Making it happen, living in the dream.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm also an aspiring writer now you might be interested in.
I ain't care for that shit.
Sure.
But I tell you what though, if you ever need to turn some of that money you have, gems or something, I might be able to help you with that, unless you already got a guy out here.
Really? Gems, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Who'd you go through?
Chinese fellers, same to me.
Oh, Taipan.
Mm-hmm. I know they did that for a bit, but they keep so much on them. I found out through this guy named Tiny Tony working at a general store up there. He does it. So I turned $8,000 into gems to sell a bunch of guns.
Well, I'll tell you what. Myrtle is trying to, well, start up something. They're going to be the exclusive buyers in the West. So, they're still trying to, figure things out, but my recommendation is if you want to stay out here and stay in the good graces of people around here, just toss a few gems our way.
Well, I don't ever.
If you get a chance.
I only get cut ones, and I save those cut ones for buying stuff. Maybe if I do get some uncut ones, because, my habit, robbing cold delivery drivers, they might have some on them.
Yeah, for sure. We'll buy them. And when we do buy them, we might even turn them into cut gems.
Well, I'll tell you what. You and your friends turn them into cut gems, I'll be buying from you. So you still be making money.
Yeah, we'll see. Business is good, but we're still trying to get some things off the ground. But once again, Ryder, we're trying to make the West into a fully blooming society, and in our own right, with our own rules, without the law telling us what the hell to do.
Well, good luck. I know Sam Bass tried that a while back, and they sent the military after him after a while.
Yeah, well, we're a lot smarter than Sam Bass. No offense.
Well, I believe it when I see it, but I don't mind trying to help, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Everybody in the West knows how things run in the West. I think that this is a chance of making it off the ground. Not gonna lie. I really believe in it.
Well, I can help in some ways. You know what I can do. Maybe the extra guns I get, they come west instead of east for a while.
Exactly. And here's the thing. That way, it'll get things more on our side of things. For right now, Ryder, I want to clarify this very, very clear to you. There's families out east that do not like us, and we don't like them.
I could imagine
So-
there's a lot of pompous, pecker-headed folks out east. Think they have fancy, dressing all fancy. Yeah.
Oh, you got no idea. Those fellas you just mentioned, yeah, they tried to pick a fight with us. We shot them all to hell and sent them back with full of holes more than Swiss cheese.
Talking about the Chinese.
No. I'm talking about the Italians. Some of them, anyway. Yeah. Anyways, so far we have decent relations with Taipan, but Well, that's just what it is. There's a lot going on. Taipan apparently is imploding right now. They, I don't know, just roughly heard that they're not having a fun time because they kind of are going through a little bit of a split, but they're still strong. Not as strong as they could be, or as strong as they were, but they have been running mining expeditions out in Gaptooth Mine, which technically belongs to the West.
Now what? I got an idea for you. Maybe you already thought of this. You wait for their expedition to show up, right? And when they're done, you tax them right there and then. Say, percentage for mining our mines out west. They give you a percentage, they go on their way. You don't got to take all of it. They might keep coming back. Take just enough so they keep coming back, right? But now, if you take too much, they ain't come back, and then you lose that little bit of extra. You know, right there. It could be a good idea for you. I heard those Chinese folks go out there in big groups. I seen them. Hell, sometimes it's hard to rob their caravans because there's like several of them in a row.
Yeah.
Wait, who's running expeditions?
Taipan has for many years.
Who's Taipan? Haven't met
You
them.
don't know about Taipan?
Nope.
They run the gun store in Saint Denis. They're a bunch of Asian fellas from all over the crossing, banded together to form an organization called Taipan. They are a exclusive gun buyers dealing with weapons trade. In addition, they also are fences, smugglers, you name it. They have the monopoly on gems in the crossing, and they're very, very wealthy. Very
Wow.
wealthy.
I thought Copper ran this store in Saint Denis.
Yeah, well, guess what, fella? Everybody is backed by crime.
Well, I think Copperhead
Everybody.
just works for Taipan. I don't think he's anyone important.
Probably. That's probably it. I haven't met Copperhead, but I can tell you one thing. Taipan owns that side of Saint Denis. So, if he's there, he's got to have good relations with Taipan.
I wonder if the
If not
mine they got
business.
up in Annesburg is running dry or something. Why they come out so far?
The
Well,
gems-
Gaptooth apparently is the best place to find gems, and they want those gems to make their currency. They have Baoshi bonds.
Yeah, I heard of that.
And yeah, so Baoshi bonds is all about, getting those gems to Crims. So that's what they're all about. But so far they've been relatively tame. You can do business with them, but just like all the other guys in Saint Denis, they have their own motives, their own
Greed.
operations.
Everyone
greed.
does. Everyone. I would be surprised if they didn't. They'd be peckerheads if they didn't.
Yeah. Just keep your eyes out.
I
They're
do.
all right.
I always make sure I ain't gonna get a knife in the back, because sometimes business gets good and then it gets too good. And some people get too greedy. For example, I give guns, right? But I ain't ever sell my entire stock at once. Because what if one day they say, you know what? What if I ain't pay good old Clint Westwood for his hard work? We just take all the guns instead. And keep our money and make some money. So I only take half my guns, or a quarter of my guns I get from the road. Just in case they ever want to pull a shot one.
Chicky,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be going to sleep
Okay.
up at the cabin.
Gotcha. I'll probably be doing the same here in a bit.
All right. Well, I
tired.
hope you have a good night.
Yeah.
Nice seeing you again, Clint.
You take care, miss. Get my telegram from Chucky sometime. If you ever want to ride, learn how to rough the roads the right way, I'll teach you.
Yeah, sure.
He is a good teacher. I'll send his telegram your way
Okay.
before I go
sounds
to
good.
bed. I'll try to do that anyway.
Yeah, let's try to remember. If not, maybe tomorrow.
All right. All right. Good night, Myrtle.
Good night.
Buenas noches.
Good night, Lincoln. Good night, Santiago.
Good night, miss.
Good night.
What we saying? I forgot.
Taipan.
I type in. So far, they done business right by me, but you never know. Anybody might change their mind down the road.
Yeah.
But it's about that time for me. So, buenos noches to you all. Adios.
Adios,
Next
Santiago.
time we play some more Bitcoin, so I take some of your money, all right?
Of course, I got you. I have not won a game of Bitcoin yet, but I look forward to it.
I had to teach you a new game next time you come around. It's called
Okay.
Snake Eyes.
The dice.
Yeah, it's the dice. I perfected it.
I'll give it a try sometime.
Yep. Got a little stiff.
By the way, I think it was Myrtle who told me this. You know, I heard you have a peckerheaded lawman in town here likes to find people for spinning the guns out here. Is that right?
Oh, yep. Yeah, by the way, this little trick you do is called brandishing your firearm, and you can get arrested for it. What do you think about that? huh?
Goddamn peckerheads. I tell you what. I like to cause trouble, you know it, right? Maybe,
Bang.
just maybe, kick a little money my
Yeah.
way, right? Maybe I meet this goddamn peckerhead about. You know, when he's here by himself, being a peckerhead, I'll put a gun to him, take him out to the desert, walk him barefoot for a while, a couple miles. Give him just drops of water, little drops, and I'll keep on riding for a bit until he's nearly ready to drop. And I'll come up to him, I'll say, "Son bitch, you might want to cool in the west a bit. If you know what's good for you, you want to keep on living your life, go on home to your wife and fuck her, because you ain't gonna be doing that if you're gonna die right here in the desert, in the sand." I bet it change his entire personality right there, I bet.
You know, day by day, you never change. I kind of like that about you.
I like to stir the pot, you know this.
Yeah. You're just as sadistic as ever, that's for sure.
That's fun. You know, most fellas, I tell you, I do have a soft spot, believe it or not. You know how many people I just...
Well, yeah, you're a softie at heart.
I wouldn't go as far to say that. Maybe,
No, I would. Come on.
there's
Face
a
it.
little bit of ice there, right? And there's just one spot that's thawed out a bit, where sometimes I get feelers for, you know, poor some bitches who ain't got nothing. Because they come out my roads. You know, sometimes I see a some bitch, and they got $3, a couple of things to eat. I say, you know what? You give me that apple, you stay off my road, I'll leave you be. Just go on your way. Now, if they give me some shit, and they got nothing, I'm gonna drag their ass across the goddamn heartlands. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, that's just a matter of not respecting. That's
Wanna
it.
sleep?
You know what I've noticed? Every son bitch out there acts like they's owed respect. But respect is only given once you know the son bitch. There's a level of respect you give everyone.
Oh,
But you still gotta earn the real respect. What fucking matters.
Yeah. I got a new jaw heart, by the way. This one's it's a really nice one. I bought it for $100.
$100 for a bit of twisted metal? What the hell's wrong with
Yeah.
you?
What are you talking about? What the hell's wrong with me? Your gun's a ball of twisted metal, you dumbass.
Yeah, but it shoots people. Does your
Sure.
jaw harp shoot people?
No, it doesn't shoot people. It grabs their hearts.
It pisses people off. That's what it does.
Yeah, it's an implement for, you know, hippity hoppity bippity boppity. All your stuff is now my property.
I see. You sitting on the side of the road, play a little jaw harp, someone comes up and says, "Well, kid, that's a nice little tune you got there." And what, when your friends comes out, put a gun in their ass?
I mean, pretty much. Also, I use it to rob banks. It's fun. It's a way to piss off the law for a little bit. Jibber jabber.
Have a good one, fellas.
Good night, Lincoln. Love you, buddy.
Alright,
Love you,
good
brother.
night, y'all.
See you later.
Night, Chucky.
Good night, Faye. Good job. Eh.
Well, I'm sure so glad I did run into you. I've been meaning to contact you at some point here. I'm gonna be out west just for a bit. My plan is, like I said earlier, make some new friends. See who I ride with. See, I notice when I ride with 2 or 3 people, robberies get done fine every time.
Yeah.
Unless the law rides up. I was riding with this one guy a while back, and well, I got away. But you see down the canyon side, over by Blackwater or Strawberry, you see 6 lawmen coming down, their guns drawn. I'm in the middle of robbing this guy, and I see them. And I keep myself aware. I listen. And the guy I'm riding with, they ain't even noticed you. I say, ride, ride, ride. And then he just sits there kind of dumbfounded for a bit. And I ride off into the cliffside, through the woods, down the side, down a slope, over to the other side of the cliffs. Get myself out of there. Some bitch gets caught.
Damn. Some people are just dumb. Some people are just dumb.
No, if I start running my own road gang, I think I have a rule for all my boys. We ride together, we die together, right? But if the law shows up in force and we ain't got the numbers, we split in every different direction, try to meet up. From wherever we can. And if we can, break the sumbitch out. If we can't, get them a letter, tell them to do business on the inside if they can, so we can know more goddamn people or something.
That's a good plan.
Also, rules about not going to town to drink when you're out on your own. Stay with the clan, stay with the boys. Live in the tents, live on the road, have meeting places. Imagine if I had my own gang of 6, riding the heartlands, the east swamps, things like that by Valentine or Strawberry.
You make a whole hell of a lot of money.
I have. You seen how much we've made together?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I've made a lot of money on my own. Hell, before I went to jail, you know how much I had?
How much?
Had $3,700.
No shit.
And then when the law caught me because some bitch shot me down and brought me in, they recognized me, finally. I was charged $5,000, I think. Majority of the crimes was mine.
Yeah.
Majority of them was mine, including attempted murder on a lawman, attempted escape, hitting the lawman, shooting the lawman, all those things, plus other crimes I didn't even commit because they thought somebody else was me.
Right.
Yep. And then they lose my damn paperwork, and I stay in Cisco a bit longer.
Shit. That sucks. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't been to Siska yet, but fixing to do a bank job soon, and I just robbed somebody today, so there's that.
I mean, you haven't been to Cisco recently, because you said you was in Cisco at one point.
Yeah, you're right. I'm a little tired, yeah. I haven't been to Siska in a while, and I'm not looking forward to it.
I ain't trying to go back, unless I'm paid. You know what? Another thing I was talking to some fellow about, but I don't think I'm going to do it for him. I got an idea. If I'm paid well enough to be a fall guy for a job, paid ahead of time, go to Cisco, maybe someone's in there they ain't like. Maybe I go in there teach some bitch a lesson. Pay me $2,000 for my time. Go in there, little vacation. Nah, I ain't none too keen on the lesson unless I'm being paid, because guards already ain't like me, have a better reputation, and hell, at some point I earn almost daily beatings for them, because I can't keep my damn mouth shut around peckerheads like that. But
yeah.
if I was being paid a little bit, it might be good. Let's listen to this. I know a feller who might be willing to sneak on a knife or a gun or something like that to the island if I gotta get a serious job done. You know what I mean? Take care of a loose end out in prison. I got a guy for that. Everyone already thinks I'm doing every kind of damn robbery out there. Plenty of fellas look like me, I guess, sound like me. When I get paid to go to jail, think about it. Best idea I had yet.
I think it's a pretty damn good idea.
Hell, imagine this too. Maybe someone's a friend of yours, friend of ours, friend of somebody you're working with. You go to jail, and they want to plan a breakout, right? So you get me on the inside to help prepare for this breakout, right? Distract the guards, inside a riot on the other side, things like that.
That would be pretty amazing. Yeah. You got a lot of really good ideas. Ideas that I think the West needs. Stick around. Okay?
Oh, I'll think about it. I'm a smart sumbitch for being a dumb sumbitch, don't you think?
You have your street smarts. Your road smarts. Then there's me. I found a place where I belong. So,
Hey, if it fits you, I ain't gonna try to stop you, but as long as you ain't forget about old Ryder, we'll go out and have some fun together on occasion, make some money.
I'll think about it. Especially if it's gonna be robbing people in the East.
Oh, always the
So-
East. That's my stomping grounds. Can't do it out West. There's no profit out here. You piss off too many gangs. I'm okay if the law
Exactly.
coming after me. I'm okay if would-be outlaw gangs coming after me who think they stuff. You know how many of them out East think they stuff, trying to build up a reputation, and I rob them? Most of them, what are they doing? Deliveries for moonshine. They says, I'm with these guys. I'm like, I've been around for a while. I ain't never heard these guys. They tough. Maybe I might let them go if I'm feeling like it. Maybe I don't take them seriously, so I take their shit. What time usually you folks around here these days? Out west. I know you're pretty busy.
Yeah, well, typically, the folks around here can range from anywhere for the body clocks for people from England to now, depends. Some of us wake earlier in the day. I would recommend probably somewhere around 2 p.m. EST.
I've been trying to get around a lot over there. Things happen out there on the road. Horse breaks its leg. Gotta walk a while. Things like that. Maybe I have to hide out for a bit because I pissed off too many people. But
Maybe.
trying to be around more. Around here. I need friends. It's getting lonely out there on the road, just me.
Yeah. Yeah, it can be lonely. That's why I stopped living in my little cabin, because I had to find somebody to ride with.
Thing is, I'm good at what I does. But it always helps to have a man watching your back in these kind of jobs. A lot can go wrong by yourself. And I have the balls to rob 2 or 3 people at once sometimes. But if I had more people, I could think better while doing it. Less gunning. I can have a bit more fun with the robbery. Get to know people a bit better. If the lawman, fuck around with some bitch a bit longer. Not have to worry about his friends riding up anytime soon.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I tell you what. This girl that I met, Myrtle, she's, I'm sweet on her. She's sweet on me. And she's got her own little thing going.
Well,
They are doing
bless
exactly the
your
same
heart,
thing.
Chucky. The day I hear this some bitch right here getting his pecker wet. About time. About damn time you find yourself interested in women. Instead of flaying them or whatever he does.
Tell you what. She's riding around with people. They're called the Wolves of the West. And they're going to be fences, sure, but they're also going to take from the East. So they're going to be 2. There'll be fences for the West and highway robbers. So,
If they want to keep a bit of cover while out west, maybe they ride with me if you convince them. I don't mind getting the glory and the bullshit on me. Pretend to be men of the road out east. Do all the robbing, but when they're out west in the fencing, they ain't got to talk during the robbery. Ain't nobody gonna know who they is. And they can still make a lot of business. And I could be a loudmouth, talk a bunch of shit, piss off everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone looking for Ryder Whitlock or Clint Westwood, whatever my name is at the moment. Jedediah.
Jedediah. You know, I went as Jeb Holstein for a little while, and then that turned into Jabibi. And now it's gonna be my thing when I want to piss off the law. I'll say, my name's Jabibi Holstein.
There you go. I come up
Yeah.
with a different name, a different persona every time I get a chance. Not all the lawmen knew who I is, but I come up with something all the time. Jedediah
I should
Smith
probably
was
do
my last name I went with. I was just a humble coal miner on my way back. They let me go.
Yeah. With the Jeb Holstein thing, I even spun him a wild story about how I was the 15th son in a whole lineage of cattle farmers, and I lost the farm, and that's why I was robbing people, and that's why I did a bank job, actually. And they believed me 100%. So I know how quick that they can believe stories.
Not even just that. Even if they think you might be guilty or something, right? You just start telling them a story. You play extra friendly. You play ball with them for a bit. It is entertaining as hell to mix them all up if they ain't know who you is. Like, for example, I got charged $20 for having a stolen gun. You know what I told him? I said, fella, I just got out of Sissica. I was there for a while. And I learned my lesson. I've changed. He's a different name as well. And I said, this gun was given to me today by some fellas in Valentine, along with $50 and a couple other things. And I was cooperating, being friendly, telling stories about my kids that I have, okay, and things like that. And they let me go for warning and a $20 fine, saying just watch out who you get things from. And thanks for becoming a better man outside of Sissica. They were trying to look at my name, but there was a lot of Clints that were in prison right now. I said,
Oh, boy.
I said, is it possible that my name got mixed up in there? Or was I assigned somebody else's crimes? And they said, maybe. We'll figure it out for you. And they let me go. Other times, they just start talking to me for a bit. They say, you sound like this guy. I said, hey, unfortunately, people mistake me for a lot of people. I'll do what I can to help out the law here. Take me in and we'll have a chat. And then I just tell them stories about a whole bunch of other bullshit, get them distracted. And then let me go about them charging me a damn dime. Thinking I'm somebody else. The law out here. Bunch of peckerheads, dumb as hell. Lazy as hell. They either get lucky finding you on a patrol, or they get lucky as you walked in town. They ain't trying too hard to find us.
You're right. They're not. There was a time in which they were cracking down and basically putting everybody in Sissica, and then they got fat and lazy. Now they've stopped.
They got a bunch of green blood now. A bunch of new folks.
Yeah.
So this fat son of a bitch, I think his name was Harold or something. He's going on about how he's going to be the nicest, most respected lawman around. He's just a rookie. Now he ain't got a badge yet. They still training him. I went up to him, I said, you're going to get yourself killed out there, boy. Someone's going to come up on you. They're going to put their gun to the back of your neck. They're going to realize you're a lawman. They ain't even going to think twice now about your feelings, who you is, if you have a family. Because all they know is they hate the law. So he's going to pull that trigger. The bullets come out your damn mouth. You're going to fall to the ground thinking, where the hell did I go wrong? Where you went wrong is you became a lawman. In a goddamn state that hates lawmen. Some bitch was shaking his boots afterwards. You stutter and he'd say, nah, that ain't how it is. And you could hear the quiver in his voice and the fear that I put into him. Doesn't help I was in his goddamn face, too. Bigger than he is.
I've met some interesting law people. Cadets. Kids. Men. You can change, Chucky. You can become like Sheriff Rabbit, who turned her life around. You know how insulting it is to be said by a deputy, hey, you could be a lawman if you wanted. Why don't you go talk to the sheriff about it? And then I'm like, I can't. Because I can't think about that. You know, Armadillo's taught me so much about what real society is supposed to look like. All of
Chucky,
that,
listen. You like to play games, right?
I do, and it's been a long time.
Next time they take you up on you being a lawman or something, you take it up, right? You become one, supposedly. Maybe you find another young blood that could be somebody who might want to try to become a cadet. Maybe this lawman is dumb enough to take out 2 cadets who are actually just bullshitting pranksters from the West. Halfway out onto the job, you rob the sumbitch. Everything he's worth. That would be a game to play right there. You tell me about it, and then I show up, and I drag the sumbitch for a while. Make him walk in the woods, make him walk barefoot out in the sun for a bit, saying, shit, you made a mistake on who you can trust out there. Could be a thing you could do. Could be.
Maybe. I'll think about it.
You
I
like
just
to play games.
Pissed me off.
I get you. If you're looking for young blood, find someone. I would die to hear that story over and over. Think about it. Think about Chucky, known for bamboozling the sheriff's department by pretending to become one, kidnapping a sheriff or something.
I want to tell you something I want to do. I want to do a book reading for the sheriff's department and rob them blind after I'm done. I'll have a part in the book where it's like, put your hands up. No, seriously, put your damn hands up. That's what I'll do.
And then a bunch of us can be speckled in the crowd, and we come up and put our guns at them as well. That would be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
It reminds me of an
You know?
idea I was coming up with. Think about this. Another thing I'm willing to do, I could be a fall guy for a big old scam, right? So we plan an event, like a fancy dinner for those folks out east, a ball or something. You know, fancy folks like to dance. Plan a big old event, say there's
Yeah.
gonna be catering, say there's gonna be a singer and shit. We charge $50, $75 maybe per ticket for that fancy boat, right? And then they all show up, and nothing. We have all that money. They would take their tickets right at the door, and as they're all gathering inside, one of us be like, the moment our entertainment will start, and so on. And be like, our catering is a bit late, so forgive us, things like that. Make them wait around for an hour, and just walk on away with all that money. Think about it. Good idea as well. Biggest con house of the goddamn century.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good con.
Maybe,
Well, aren't you just a big idea, man?
I get thinking out there when I'm by myself. Another one is pretend to be a preacher over at the damn church. Get a real fancy preacher clothes on. Says, we's trying to save those poor folks who got lumbago. We need you to donate your monies in the name of baby Jesus, God himself, to make this goddamn village better.
Oh my goodness. You're the devil, you know that?
These are all kinds of things I want to do at some point. I just need help. I can't do it by myself. Maybe I could with some of them.
Oh, I'm sure somebody's gonna take you up on this. Just, you know. Yeah. Don't worry, man. You'll find him. You'll find him. Even if you hang around here, you know. Wherever you're gonna head around, somebody's gonna believe in what you believe. That's what I believe. I've got my own philosophies, things I want to do. I've got goals, plans, dreams.
Let me tell
It
you
might
what,
be
you,
different,
You
know,
make the
but-
West a place where ain't no peckerhead lawman is. You have to make business 100%. I help you scare off some of the lawmen. Like I said, I don't mind going over there making that goddamn peckerhead in the sheriff's office piss himself scared because you might die of starvation and exposure out in the desert because I won't let him take a sit or a goddamn squat or even drink a drop.
There is a fella named Big Balls Bill. He's pissed off a lot of people because guess what? They organized a duel, and he didn't show.
I heard about that from one of your friends, I think.
Yeah. Is that him?
That's him, yep. That's the fella I'm talking about.
Yeah. They called him Big Balls Bill because, well, he's a Texas Ranger that came out, you know, east, you know, and then moved his way down to Armadillo. He got stationed out here. I find him interesting. You know how I am. Profiling, thinking about things. Strong sense of justice, reality, reason. believing in the letter of the law, but also being very, very willing to string you up, but also very kind. But at the same time, a slacker, lazy. I think that all of his time in the department, probably in Texas, gave him too much of a relaxed streak. Now that he's here in the crossing, well, somebody's gonna lynch him.
Well, I want to be the one to do that. I'll find some boys. We'll get some people together, maybe, and we'll drag them out of town.
Yeah, have fun. I think he carries some pretty good weapons on him as well.
Hey, he's smart. He won't draw them. Because if he's dumb, he's going to wish he did draw them, that's for sure.
Oh, he's pretty smart, despite his slow nature. He's like an armadillo, actually. He's tough, but...
And then when things get bad, he hides inside his shell over at the sheriff's office. Locks the door shut, gets behind the table.
Exactly. Ah, yeah, so they call him No-Show Bill now. No-Show Bill.
I heard about that. He's been around recently. Has he been around recently? Last 2 days, 3 days?
He's around somewhere, but he's not an armadillo at the moment. He's hardly ever alone, but when he was alone, he was walking around, and I can even give you a little teaser of what his voice sounds like. It sounds like this, a little bit. Yeah, like, oh, how are you?
So he talks like he was hitting the head of a rock.
Yes, that's it.
Perfect. Which hell is well good to know.
Yeah. Also, he wears an American flag as a cape.
What in the hell?
Yeah,
that?
yeah. I shit you not.
Bunch of people just running the town. I bet law. Nope. Looks like miners. Got a cart.
Well, that's Taipan.
That is Taipan. I don't need to see one of them's copperhead.
Well, Ryder, I have to go to bed, so I'll see you around.
All right, good night. I'm gonna go follow Taipan. I gotta talk to them before they get too far. You take care.
See ya, Uncle.